Hey guys, how are you? I am Melissa Shaver, Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about vision journaling. Vision journaling has been a really big piece of my business, of my career, of really getting me to where I am and where I hope to be. Many of you may know Leslie Zahn. She is the one that actually introduced me in this process of how to do vision journaling. I feel like that I've done it for years and years in my personal ministry, in my prayer time of just spending some time with the Lord. And I'm very much of a vision person. And so I always would visualize whatever it was that the Lord was calling me to do, whether it was a conversation that maybe was a hard conversation with someone, or if it was somewhere that I was going to be speaking and teaching, what that message was, what it looked like, how I looked, felt, how I presented, who the people were in the audience. Like I went through that whole process of visualizing that. And so I never, for whatever reason, brought it and incorporated it into my business until the last couple of years. And I think it's so important. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about it because just the other morning of this week, I looked at my journal, and I have, this is my journal that I do my vision journaling in. It actually has my goals for the year. It's a continuation. So if you looked at it, it's kind of a journal of the last couple of years of putting in goals for myself and my family, putting in my vision journaling, talking through some really significant times in my life so that I kind of have it documented in some way of what was going on during that time. So that's all in here. But what made me want to come and share with you today in regards to this is that I just did at the beginning of March, I did another entry into my vision journaling. And it was part of the leaders retreat that I did with our team. And we went through the process of vision journaling, and I did the exercise with our leaders that were participating. And just these last couple of days, I've gone back and reread what I wrote. And this is why I think that this is so significant and really want to share it with you. And hopefully you will begin doing it yourself. Is that reading it got me excited all over again. It helped me see what a year from now looks like for me, and think through where my family will be and the things that will be going on with them, and just what God has done over the past year and the excitement about that and what I've learned. But it got me excited all over again just to continue to be passionate and to love people well and to share my passion with others, and knowing that I am impacting lives with their health and their wellness and with their future and their finances and just the demographics, honestly, of their family and what their future can look like. And so wanted to share this with you. If you are not doing this today, I highly recommend that you do it. So what vision journaling is that you sit down, a quiet time, that you can have by yourself. I would really set aside at least about 30 minutes to kind of walk through it. And what you do is that you say, 1 year from today, where will I be in my business? What will my rank be? How many people will be on my team? Like, what does that look like? And then you begin to journal a day in that life. And you kind of walk through that, where you'll be in your career, what your relationships will look like, what your family dynamic will look like, where will your finances, how will that feel, what are the emotions around those finances, around your physical, what will you look like physically, spiritually, the adventures and the trips that you're going on, what your life will look like within your community. You kind of look at all those. So there's about 7 different things that you can look at. And what I do is I just take a couple of those every time I kind of sit down and work through it and really kind of blow out those portions. And usually for me, they're around relationships, family, our finances, and the trips that we're doing, or the adventures, and how we're contributing to our community, where we are spiritually, and what God's called us to do. So I kind of look at all of those pieces all together. But the excitement is that what you want to do is, what does it feel like? What are your emotions, taste, touch? What do you see? You really want to kind of bring in all of those senses whenever you're journaling, of really writing out that day and or that experience at that time. And I will tell you, I did this. I started doing vision journaling just for my business. 6 months before I went Emerald. I so wish I would have done it before. I had done it a little bit here and there, but for some reason, I don't know. I don't know if I was scared to do it. I don't know if I was prepared to do it. But as soon as I allowed myself to do it and to walk through the exercise, everything changed for me, because I now saw the vision. I saw what it was going to feel like, how the people around me were going to be blessed, what our family dynamics would look like, how it would bless us financially, what we could do for the Lord and in ministry, like all those things. Like all of a sudden I could taste it, feel it, see it, and I wanted to run even harder after it. So if you're really in this business to do something with it, to impact lives, I would really, really highly suggest that you spend some time doing vision journaling. I try to do it at least once a quarter now and spend time in doing that, and it just fuels my fire and my passion and my why. It really gets your why deep, but it gets your why of seeing that it can come true and that you can do those things and be excited about that. So I would say, to get on that. Another thing that I notice whenever I do my journaling is not only does it make me say, wow, this can be, and I want it. Like, I want this day. I want this day that I'm talking about right now. But it makes you say, let's get those goals in place. Let's figure out what that looks like. Let's go back, 12 months from now. What do I need to do every single month to get to that place that I am journaling about? So, guys, just want to encourage you in vision journaling and doing that, and the joy that comes from it, the prayer process that comes from it, the reality that you can have of really stepping in to say, I am an emerald, I am a sapphire, I am a diamond, and being able to get there. So today I'd love for you to sit back, get about 30 minutes or sometime this week, carve it out, like schedule it, and start vision journaling and saying, 1 year from today, what will my rank be? And then begin to look at, how does that rank affect my family, my relationships, our finances? How does it affect us with the opportunities that we get to do as a family, the memories that we are making? What does it taste like, feel like? What is it that I'm experiencing? Spend time to do that. It will get you so excited to realize that those dreams, that vision really can come true. I'll talk to you guys soon.